Welcome to FOTR. It's a real soaker of a day here in New Milford, New Jersey. Yet inside, it's raining nostalgia. And I hope you're ready to open mouth and soak it all in.
You're watching the Thrift Store Rundown's Fork On The Roadshow, making 15 delicious, one bite and one review at a time.
On this rainy day, what could suffice better than some good old-fashioned comfort food? And for me, this is comfort food fast. 12-piece chicken fries, 8-piece chicken nuggets, and large fries. I disposed of these rather expeditiously and nibbled on the rest prior to taping. Sorry, it's Burger King. Simple but irresistible. And it ran me $12.76. The receipt doesn't lie. By the way, this is my first time ever coming to the Burger King in New Milford. There's the address and phone number. It recently received a retro remodel, inside and outside. We'll set the rest aside for now because our primary focus here is to figure out how celebrity magazines connect to fast food. Besides the advertisements in here, and the advertisements you see on TV promoting wacky and signature collabs between celebs and fast food chains. We'll get to the bottom of that as we go top to bottom on the October 7th, 2002 issue of Us Weekly magazine, purchased back home from Unique Thrift Store in Patterson for 99 cents. Here you'll get the inside story on what Reese Witherspoon is really like. A tendy couple stabbing with a then, as they say, sexy actor husband Ryan Philippe, being a Denny's connoisseur, and all in all going inside the very private world of, on her own accord, a rather appealing $15 million movie star. Plus, there's Emmy Scoop, with an angle, placing an emphasis on fashion and beauty. Plus, some lovely life details in the matter of then spouses Jennifer Aniston, whose glowing face you can't see because of the price tag, and Brad Pitt on one of their biggest nights ever as a couple. But to begin with, we have here not one, but two charmed ones. The first of which being Rose McGowan. The following words I thought would never leave my lips with doing this roadshow, but the story tells it all. At the time, Rose McGowan was dating Men's Health magazine editor-in-chief David Zizenko, one half of the boys who brought the Eat This Not That Food Swap book series, one of our most prominent performers on FOTR, to life. Obviously, David and Matt had big success with ETNT, but David, any ETNT-related success that could help our love lives that you want to share with us? We're all ears, especially when it comes to gals like Rose McGowan. Do you think I don't have a thing for Paige? Along the same lines, he's another short but sweet odd couple. Justin Timberlake and Alyssa Milano, the latter quizzing the former on Beatles albums. He aced that quiz and got some pretty decent mileage as a couple. It's worth noting for the record that both of these charming couples weren't long-term. They were short but sweet. Now on to Friends Scoop on their biggest night ever. That's right, Emmy's night. After 8 seasons and 4 nominations for the marquee prize in their craft, Outstanding Comedy Series, this time they finished the job. And although the body language article here says otherwise, I can assure you inside, all of them pictured here presenting an award felt an immeasurable, rightful amount of pride. You should know that Season 8 of Friends premiered immediately after the 9/11 terrorist attacks. At that time, more than ever, Americans were looking for comfort, laughter, and love in the wake of the tragedy. And these 6 Central Parkians delivered on all 3 fronts and were rightfully rewarded the richest prize in their field. There's more Emmy Scoop where that came from, with the Best Dressed Brigade, according to Us Weekly, and them tallying up the cost from tens of thousands of dollars to millions of dollars. All the coin that it took for all the brands and all the designers featured here to make these stars shine on TV's biggest site, including the Best Breakout, Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series, Jennifer Aniston. Hello, Rachel. breaking out of his signature clean line no glitz mold with a glittering Christian Dior number. The Emmy scoop continues in Brad and Jen's big night. Right before her category, Outstanding Lead Actress in a Comedy Series, was to be announced, Jen's husband, Brad Pitt, had to make a beeline for the restroom and sign a few autographs with fans. If he's more outgoing with fans than she is, there might be something wrong. Anyway, when her name was announced as the big winner, he couldn't help but steal a smooch from his very beaming, glowing wife, receiving her first and only Emmy Award in Friends or any other project for that matter. They're just one of several golden couples featured in this next section. Emmy's cutest couples, and with all due respect to Jennifer Garner of Alias and her then-husband Scott Foley, and Deborah Messing of Will and Grace, and Daniel Zellman, her husband. This couple, to borrow a reference from her on-screen husband, couldn't be any more cuter. Courtney Cox Arquette and David Arquette, these spouses, looking rather dapper in Christian Dior. Flapper and dapper, there's no possible way that the love of my life could look any iota of flapper. But it's us weekly calling the shots, not me. Next, we're heading to a fashion show in Faces and Places. Hollywood getting its chic together in a series of fashion shows. At Marc Jacobs' show, we have here Jamie Kane, Chad Lowe, Hilary Swank, and Christy Turlington. Let's never forget Chad Lowe, because on the Wall Street side of things, for Pretty Little Liars, she played Byron Montgomery, Aria's mom, so he's just as much a member of the PLL family as any of our liars are. This is one of the major catalysts in bringing this issue to Burger King. I'm getting hungry just thinking about myself. And how much money I'm saving on the 99-cent BK value menu. 11 great items which I can assure you the majority of which aren't on the value menu anymore. But nevertheless, it feels good to have it your way. For pocket change. Here we have a one-page ad for the Warner Brothers film White Oleander with Alison Lohman, Robin Wright Penn, Michelle Pfeiffer, and Renee Zellweger. I said this before, I'll say it again, I don't care what movies they are, I live for these one-page mini-movie posters, as we'll call them. Cast, title, tagline, credits, and all. Next. Another one-page ad, this time for a DVD release. Tom Cruise in the Paramount Pictures production, Vanilla Sky, directed by Cameron Crowe. Tom Cruise, painting the sky with ice cream. Who knew? Next up, meet the Bachelorettes. With the second season of ABC's stalwart dating competition just underway, Us uncovers the 10 women most likely to win. Details on him coming, not next week on this channel, but in the near future. Us Weekly talking with Chris Harrison on why Aaron Baruch at the time, the new bachelor in town, was sure to make his mark on all these women. These 10 in particular circled and highlighted name, age, hometowns, and traits that would connect to Aaron that make these women standout competitors, especially hometown kid Helene from Gloucester, New Jersey, who ended up receiving his final rose. That's Helene right there. More focused femme fatales, a better bachelor all in all, and a new twist. Plus, Amanda Moss, Alex Michaels' season winner, that was the first season by the way, says a few of her go-get-him strategies. Is it me? Or was she the hottest season winner in the history of The Bachelor? Just for fun, let's highlight another odd couple in here. Jennifer Love Hewitt and Jackie Chan of the film The Tuxedo. And as much as I would want to hate Jackie Chan, and believe me, I do, put off all those stunts in a Giorgio Armani tuxedo, that's no easy feat. Come on, it's gotta be about Jennifer Love Hewitt. And her obsession with office supplies. Her biggest turn-on? A date at Staples. Our biggest turn-on?
Can I just say, amen?
We'll be sure to keep that little Staples office date in mind when you divorce your husband. Anyway, to conclude this issue, we have here some real golden glow-ups in the Emmy Beauty Awards. Insta info before Instagram was even a twinkle in some tech startups' eye. Us Weekly gives you the scoop on these small screen stars winning big when it came to Emmy Night Beauty. Makeup and hair and the best acts of the evening. Laura Liddy with the best cheeks, who's certainly a masterpiece. If you don't get that, you don't watch a lot of PBS. She's Laura Liddy, and she is a classic masterpiece. Best all-around beauty, the night's big winner, Jennifer Aniston. And the best evening eyes. Oh yes, it's gotta be Courtney. Yes, Jennifer and Rachel, they're temptress. But my heart belongs to both Monica and Courtney. And to me, they are one and the same. They are an angel. But due credit has to go to Kristen Davis, the Sex and the City cutie solid with best stylized waves, Jennifer Garner, Alias, Alicia Cuthbert, Angela Bassett. So all this is fun and good, but what about that connection between celebrity magazines and fast food? Well, on the surface, both celeb mags and fast food are simple, sizzling, and often speedy reads and speedy nosses. However, too much of either or both. Could be rather rotten for your psyche and your health. I'll let you read the entire wiki query below, which inspired this whole video. That'll be linked in the description, but there you go. There's the connection. Now, I gotta reconnect with this. It's getting cold. Ooh, I just figured this out. With the addition of Chad Lowe, Friends, and the Bachelorettes of Aaron Burns, you know what this means? Woo, woo, indeed! It's the first time ever we've done a Perked-Up Roses Rosewood. Friends, The Bachelor, and Pretty Alliance, if you don't know, that's the trio, in conjunction with a Fork On The Roadshow. And that impressive feat alone makes this a perfect 5 out of 5 club issue of Us Weekly. You incorporate all 3 of those major food groups, and you got an issue that really does eat like a meal. As long as you consume responsibly. That's all. Don't forget to stop and smell the roses and the coffee.
Next time, TSR hits its one last ride to New York City and goes clunkers over Guy Fieri's chicken shack with Food Network magazine. Stay tuned and stay hungry for our season finale.
Thanks for tuning in. Just so you know, there's no limit to bringing Hollywood home on a budget. Please go ahead and check out another awesome review like this one by clicking here, and make sure you subscribe by clicking here. Until next time, I'll catch you, as I always do, on the flip side.